In this video, I will be showing you step by step how to create a beautiful and professional online store in only 15 minutes. By the end of this video, you will have a fully fledged website, equipped for selling your products, complete with a compelling landing page, seamless checkout process, and secure payment options. To start the tutorial, you have to press the first link at the top of the description, which leads you to Shopify's website. I recommend you using our link, as it gets you the best deal possible. Right now, that's getting your first month of Shopify for only $1. So once you press the link and you're on Shopify's website, you can simply enter your email right here. I'm going to do that now. Once you've typed in your email, just press Start Free Trial. Now, Shopify is going to ask you a few questions, but you don't actually have to answer these. As you can see, you can press Skip All in the bottom right corner. As for where your business will be located, obviously this depends on where you are. Right now, I'm in the UK, so I'm just going to press Next. It will take a few seconds to create your store, and then redirect you to the dashboard. The first thing I like to do when I get to the dashboard is to select a plan up front by pressing this button here. This is to prevent having any weird obstacles, such as annoying banners, while we're building the store. In my opinion, it's best just to decide what plan you want to use now, so you can build your whole website without interruptions. Anyways, the plan is only $1 a month for the first month. For this video, I'm going to go for the basic plan. However, I really recommend looking through all the features that each plan offer you and pick the best plan for your business. You can either opt for a monthly or yearly plan. I'm going to go for the yearly plan straight away by pressing this slider. I recommend you doing the same. As you can see, by doing this, I got a £72 discount. Depending on the currency in your country, you may be saving even more. Of course, we still get the first month for only $1. You can pay with either PayPal or credit or debit card. I'm just going to pay with PayPal by pressing here. Once you've decided your plan, you can head back to the dashboard. As you can see, Shopify has a list of 9 different tasks. However, we're going to do things in a slightly different order, which I think is even easier. We're going to start by going to the left-hand side of the screen and pressing Products. As you can see, this brings us to a page where we can add all the information of the product we want to sell. For the tutorial, I'm just going to pretend I'm selling a gaming mouse. So for the title, I'm going to write Professional Gaming Mouse. I just got ChatGPT to write a description for a gaming mouse, just as an example for this tutorial. As for the product images, I just downloaded some online. I'm just going to drag them in now. Next, we need to decide the price for our product. I'm going to say I want to sell this gaming mouse for $14.99. For the compare at price, you can say what it would cost normally. It's almost like $14.99 as a discount. So let's say the mouse is usually $29.99. So we're saying the mouse is roughly half price. We can decide whether we want to charge tax on the product by using the checkbox. Next, we can enter the cost per item, which is a very useful feature Shopify has. Let's say the mouse costs me as the seller $5. Then, Shopify can calculate the margins we are getting on the product. In the inventory section, you can enter the details on the quantity. If you're selling a digital product, or you're dropshipping, you may not need to track quantity. For the simplicity of the tutorial, I'm just going to turn this off. If the product has a shopkeeping unit or a barcode, you could check it here and enter this. However, for the gaming mouse, I don't have this, so I'm going to leave it unchecked. If this is a physical product and not a digital product, you can enter shipping details here as well as custom information. And you can also add variants. So let's say you were selling a t-shirt and you had small, medium and large options. You can add that here. However, this gaming mouse doesn't have any variants, so I'm just going to press Done. As you can see at the very bottom, Shopify has the search engine listing. So this is essentially showing you what your product will look like on Google. We want to edit this to make it as appealing as possible and make it very likely that someone will press on our product listing. I'm happy with the page title, but I think the description's a little long and could do with a direct call to action. Of course, what you write here is more for you to decide. I'm just going to write, "This gaming mouse is for sale today for a super low price." At the very bottom, you have the URL handle. As you can see, The URL is super ugly right now, but don't worry, in a few minutes I'm going to show you how you can get your perfect URL. But as for the end, we want this to be very short and easy for the user to read. I don't even think the word professional is needed in this case, so I'm just going to remove this and leave it as products/gaming mouse. If we go back up to the images, you can change the order of them by just holding down those 6 dots in the corner of each image. I'm quite happy with this main image, and we have these additional images which give potential customers extra information about our product. So now that we've set up everything for our product, I'm just going to press the Save button in the top right. So if you go back to the dashboard and head to the products section on the left hand side, you can see the gaming mouse we added. If you have additional products for your store, you can just press the plus button right here and follow that same process as many times as you need to add all the products. As you can see on the left hand side, below the products section, you have collections. Since my store only has one product, there's no need for me to make a collection. However, if you have multiple products, you may want to press Create Collection in the top right, and you could come up with a collection of, for example, products under $50, products under $30, and add all of the products which match that description within the collection. However, like I said, I only have one product, so I'm going to leave that for this tutorial. So we've added our product, so the next step is to design the beautiful online store to make sure that our potential customers turn into real customers. So to do that, on the left hand side, I'm just going to press the online store. Once you press online store, it will bring you to the themes section. My store is currently the Dawn theme. You're welcome to keep it as the Dawn theme, but I think I want to customize it to try to add some unique flavor to my store. I'm just going to press the customize button to the right. To change to a different theme, I'm just going to press the add theme button right here. Then I'm going to visit the theme store. This redirects us to the themes section of Shopify's website. I'm going to press explore themes here. Now, as you can see, you can spend lots of money on a theme. You can even see some cost $300. At least for myself, when starting out, I don't want to spend a ton of money. So on the left hand side, you can apply some filters. I'm going to apply a filter that only shows me the free themes. Of course, you're going to probably pick a different one that suits your product better. Just scrolling through, I think I'm going to pick the color block theme. So just press it, and then press try theme. To make sure you're 100% sure with your theme, you can view the demo store. It will give you a feel for what your store will look like once you add all of your products. At the top, you could view what your theme will look like on mobile, which is a good idea because depending how you market your store, many users may be viewing it on their mobile phones. So I'm happy with the theme, so I'm just going to press the try theme button on the top right. So as you can see, color block has been added to my theme library. However, our store is still using the Dawn theme. A lot of people get stuck here, but you actually have to publish the theme to make it apply to your whole website. So I'm just going to press the publish button to the right of the color block theme. It's just going to warn us that this is going to replace our current theme Dawn. However, I'm happy to do this, so I'm just going to press publish. Now our theme is selected, we can go ahead and customize. Now we have published our theme, we can go ahead and customize it. To do this, just press this customize button to the right of your current theme. Now we can see our entire website and you can go ahead and customize it to suit your needs. If you look on the left hand side, there's a list of everything that's on your page. I believe this is the easiest way to edit it. So if you look at the left hand side, we can start with the announcement bar. By pressing this little arrow, you can edit the text which is in the announcement bar. Right now it says welcome to our store. Alternatively, you could just hover over the text that you'd like to change and double click it. So right now this says welcome to our store. You might want to change this to something like a discount or a promotion, or you can just get rid of it altogether by pressing this little delete button. That's what I'm going to do. We can edit everything else in this page also. For example, if you want to change the images to match your products, you can simply press the image, and then on the right hand side, you can press the select image button and pick an image from your computer. The same applies for other items, such as text, as when you click on them, you can see on the right hand side, you can change various details. If you go to the catalog section of your store, by double clicking the catalog button, and then heading to the professional gaming mouse, of course this will be different depending on the product you added, you can see the product page. I actually think this looks pretty good already. However, I'm sure you want to optimize this to try convince your potential customers to purchase. A very important thing you need to keep in mind, especially if you're promoting on social media, is that most of your potential customers are going to be viewing your website from a mobile phone. After all, if they see an advert on Instagram or TikTok, they're not going to go onto their computer. So to make sure while you're editing your site, it's optimized for phones, on the top right, you can press the little phone button. So as you can see, this template has already done a great job at optimizing this site for mobile. Personally, I think this is designed quite well. I do think this product page could have a little bit more interaction below the description. So to do this, on the left hand side, you can press this add block button. From here, I want to add a collapsible row. Then on the right hand side, you can add various questions and answers that potential customers may have before buying the product. As you can see on the right hand side, I've just added a simple question and answer. As you can see, this is very interactive for the end user. They can simply press this and receive the answer. You can keep adding blocks as you see fit for your product. If there's some slight things you want to change with your theme, for example, maybe you're not a fan of this color blue and you would prefer it to be green, you can press this little settings icon on the left hand side. After doing this, you can access all your theme settings. So under the colors, you can just press this little down arrow and you can add a scheme. So right now you can see all of the main colors within the website, and you could change these by simply using this color picker. I'm quite happy with the color scheme as it is. I think I got quite lucky, and I think this color does quite well with this product, so I'm going to keep it as it is. Once you're decided on your color, you can also change other things within the theme settings. For example, you could add a logo by just selecting one here. I recommend using something like Canva to design a professional logo. I will have a link for them in the description. Once you're finished editing your store, you can press the Save button on the top right of your screen. Then, just press the Exit button on the top left. When you're back on the dashboard, press the Settings button in the bottom left. From here, go ahead and press the Domain section on the left-hand side. It's very important to have a good domain for your store. After all, when have you ever bought something from a website with the URL fe24085b? You can either connect an existing domain, or you can just buy the domain directly from Shopify. I recommend doing this as it's very easy rather than having to go through another service. It just adds extra moving parts that I don't recommend. So just go ahead and press Buy New Domain. Coming up with the domain name is more for you. I'm just going to come up with something silly like Ultimate Gamer Tech and see if anything's available. As you can see, ultimategamertech.com is actually available. Once you find a domain that is free for you, you can go ahead and press the Buy Domain button to the right. Another important thing to set up in your store settings is the payments. You can access this once again by just pressing on the left-hand side. As you can see, there's multiple payment methods you can accept. You can use Shopify payments to accept Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and all of these other payment methods. As well as this, you can accept PayPal and Amazon Pay. You want to make the checkout process as easy as possible for your potential customers. For this reason, I recommend you setting up all these payment methods. To do it, simply just press Complete Account Setup to set up for all of these different types of debit and credit cards, and you can press Activate Amazon Pay and press the little arrow beside PayPal to set up these. I'm not going to do that in this video as it's just entering sensitive information. However, Shopify makes it very clear what information to enter. Another good thing to modify is the checkout section. The only thing I want to do is add people to our email marketing list. As you can see, creating an email marketing list is already enabled. If you want, you can make it so they're pre-selected to receive email marketing. I recommend doing this as it makes it even easier for the end user to join your email marketing list. However, you can easily change this if you prefer not to do this. There's lots of other things you can change here, such as making it so customers can tip at checkout. However, I'm not going to enable this in this video, and I recommend you scrolling through yourself and changing the settings as you see fit for your products. I also recommend looking into the shipping and delivery section. As you can see, Shopify has general shopping rates for different countries. For simplicity, if you just want to make shipping free and pass that cost to the customer just via the sale price, you can press the Create New Profile button. Then you can add one of the products that you made earlier. So I'm just going to add the professional gaming mouse. and create various zones. So let's say a customer in the United States is buying the mouse. I can simply check this and press done. And then I can add a rate and just make this £0. Now, since I'm in the UK, that's why British pounds have came up first. However, you can just change this to US dollars. Then just press done. Now, of course, it might just be easier to use Shopify's rates, and this is for you to decide. It's important to keep in mind, if you don't add specific countries, they're not going to be able to check out because we didn't add any rates. I'm happy with everything I've done here, so I'm simply going to press the Save button at the top right. The last thing we have to do in the shipping profile is simply add a profile name. I'm just going to call this US Customers. Then, we can simply press the Save button in the top right. I'm happy that I've changed all the settings as I needed, so I'm going to press the X button to return to the dashboard. I've headed to the online store section on the left hand side. As you can see, this entire time our online store has been password protected. So the last thing we have to do is remove the password, which allows anyone access our website. The reason we've had a password this entire time is to make sure that no one's trying to purchase stuff before we've got our site finished and to the standard we want. So now we're ready, we can deselect that we no longer need a password, and our website is now ready to go. So now we can head to the domain we purchased and view our store. So of course, like I said, if you want to go ahead and do this, I have a link in the description to sign up for Shopify. Anyways, I hope this video was helpful, and thank you for watching.